Well, good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Taking a day off from work, playing a little hooky this morning. I woke up with a bad migraine headache. It is subsided. Thank God I have the meds that I do. Um, so I ended up taking the day off, getting a slow start. This is really, really slow for me. Um, but I'm starting to feel a little better. I do got a couple things I need to do outside, getting my new pool liner put in on Wednesday. That's liner number 2 so far this spring that I'm having put in. The first one must have had a leak in it. So, my well's getting its work out, I guess. But I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody that I know, minus one individual, loves the morning music. So I like to let it breathe. We're turning on the lights. We're waking up here in my mama's basement. And, you know, I like it. So it's my YouTube channel. So when I'm home and it's in the morning, that's what you guys are going to get. Hope you like it. You always get your trolls, right, people? Um, but again, why are we in such a rush? You want to go watch crap TV? Go watch ESPN, you know, or NFL Network. But be that as it may, like my friend Mark Holmes likes to say, I want to dig into a hot topic, okay? And normally I don't really want to have a give and take, do a live stream on this because then it ends up stirring a lot of crap in the chat, a lot of discontent. I don't care where you sit. I know where Walker Wade sits. Shout out to Walker Wade. I know where you sit on Dak Prescott. I know where a lot of you sit on Dak Prescott. I'm indifferent. I'm ultimately a Cowboy fan. So I want to win. So if you could tell me that there's a better way of winning, um, I like winning 12 games a year. I like having a shot in the playoffs. I don't think anybody that's played football or has been around the game knows that it's the ultimate team game. It really is. Um, usually in big games, normally it's a hero that you wouldn't normally expect, right? You remember back in the day, the 49ers, you had Alvin Harper, who was a good wide receiver, but he wasn't a great wide receiver. After that Super Bowl, remember Alvin Harper with the long catch from Troy Aikman was streaking down the sideline? Well, the reason why Alvin would always get open, not because of his great route running necessarily, it's because of the other weapons, the Emmett Smiths, the Michael Irvins, the Jay Novaceks, opening up the field. It is a team game. So Alvin Harper then went on and got a big free agent contract and didn't amount to much. You see this time and time again. My neighbor right down the street, Isaiah Pacheco, shout out. He's a new father. I'm working on getting him on the show. Stay tuned. Um, New father. Congratulations. To me, he was the unsung hero of last year's Super Bowl when Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes is great. We're not arguing the fact how good Mahomes is. He's the best. But when they needed to run the ball, Isaiah Pacheco ran hard as hell at the end of that game during that drive to get him down the field. So unsung heroes across the board. Sometimes on defense. Remember Larry Brown, Super Bowl 30. Um, Larry Brown was the Super Bowl MVP. Did he do anything special? No, he just made the plays that came his way. Who really should have been the MVP of that game was Neil O'Donnell because he threw 2 picks right at Larry. But again, Larry Brown, he had turned that into a MVP slash big time free agent deal with the Raiders. Did nothing, And this goes on and on and on and on. You can go with Cedric Wilson with the Miami Dolphins. He's still with the Dolphins, but he hasn't done much. Dak Prescott. What I will say is Dak brings the best out of the receivers that he has. Everybody that plays with Dak Prescott goes on to get themselves a big deal. Um, it I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sitting here saying Dak is great. Dak's not great. Dak's a damn good quarterback. Dak's issue, in my opinion, is he has yet to. Well, I would say the one playoff game, Dak did do it. And we're going to break down some of the playoffs, all the playoffs that Dak played. I'm going to try and make this as fast as possible. We'll go over it. But Dak Prescott won the Seattle game, in my opinion, at home. The playoff game. And we'll show you some highlights of that. We'll skip around, so I don't get copyrighted. But I would say he had a huge part in the loss at home, when they lost against the 49ers. So, again, even in San Fran 2 years ago, that was San Fran owns Dak. It is what it is. But let's get into it. First, let's break down Dak Prescott's stats, okay? As we know, well, first let me get Dak Prescott is 30 years of age. His birthday is on July 29th. He will be 31 before the start of the season. Relatively young for quarterbacks. He definitely has a big contract left in him. This is that big contract. Who knows whether it's going to be in Dallas or not. He has a career record of 73 and 41, a 640 winning percentage, two-time MVP runner-up. That's 2 out of the last 3 years. Sandwiched around, the NFL Player of the Year. I know people like to poo-poo that, but that's a very, very distinguished. When your career is over, they look at that almost on the same level as MVP. He's just a very good person with his charitable endeavors off the field. 7 career playoff games. He has a record of 2-5. Yes, 2-5. And we're going to break down some of those. We're going to start with the first one. The first one, was back in 1/15/2017 against the Green Bay Packers. Dak went 24 of 38 for 302 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. He had a quarterback rating of 103.2. Again, this was this game. This wasn't Dak Prescott. So please, everybody needs to stop. This was not for Dak Prescott. This is what it was.
Rodgers spins to his left. Comes underneath and the pass is
Now, how is that Dak, right? How is that Dak? That's a defense. That's Sean Lee not covering the tight end properly. We're giving him way too much time.
The Packers are going to have a chance to win it.
I mean, look at that. That was an unbelievable pass. Unbelievable pass. Again, I don't know how anybody can sit back and say that was a Dak Prescott bad game. Again, 24 of 38, 63.2% completion percentage. 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, 2 sacks. 103.2 quarterback rating. 103.2 quarterback rating. That's more than good enough to win the game. They lost. That was a team loss, people. That wasn't a Dak Prescott loss. Anybody knows the game knows that. Dallas's defense was not good. Dallas's defense was not good in that game. It just wasn't. Let me get rid of that one. So that brings up 2 years later, okay? 2 years later, 2 years later. Now, I'm not sure. Put it in the comments. Was the Seattle playoff game, was that after? No, that was before the injury, I believe. That was before the injury. So I think this was I think this was the playoffs season before Dak got injured and hurt his ankle. NFC wildcard game, Dallas versus Seattle, 1/5/2019. So this would be the 2018 season. But, obviously the new year playoffs. Dallas versus Seattle, 22 of 33 226 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, 1 sack, 83.6. Now, but what I will tell you is, and I'm just going to show you some brief I'm going to show you basically the last minute or so of the game. Dak won this game for the Cowboys. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the game. The game was on the line at the end of the game. So, but just let me know if this was before the injury, I believe. Put it in the comments.
Here's Elliott on second down, first down.
Now, just remember,
Coming up on
we had a running game. This was a good year for our offensive line. Notice
Griffin
the running
can't bring him
back.
down. Elliott
Notice
stays
the
in
running back
bounds
here.
and has another first down.
And he's one-on-one, no help.
Prescott
Right
gonna
here,
carry.
baby, right here.
And reach.
3rd and
Flip.
14.
Sets up first and
3rd and 14, people. 3rd and 14. 2 minutes to go in the game. Okay? They're up by 3. He seals the deal here with that. All right? 3rd and 14. He runs it for the first down. Let's rewind that. There was Bobby Wagner in the middle of the field. Let's watch that again. Let me turn this down a tad.
coming up on 3.5 left.
But this is old school Zeke.
Griffin can't bring him down.
Running game helps in the
Stays
playoffs,
in
people.
bounds
It just
and has
does.
Another first down.
And he's one-on-one, no help.
3rd and
Prescott
14.
gonna carry.
Little wiggle. Right past. Here, let's rewind that.
Sets up first. Prescott gonna carry.
That's Bobby Wagner right there. That's Bobby Wagner.
Reach, flip, sets up first and goal at the 1.
That's Bobby Wagner. All right. He goes and gets the first down.
Thompson with the hit.
Thompson
And that
didn't
is
want
where
no
the
part
ball
of it.
will be
He wanted to
placed
go low.
A half yard away from the end.
Dak says no.
Prescott
That was on Dak.
No
Okay.
signal.
That was
Touchdown.
one of the better games for the offensive line. Notice some of the offensive linemen.
Wilson
Now, our
steps into
defense
it, has
still
the
was
man,
ass.
pass caught.
Remember, the defense
Down
was still
inside the
was
15,
ass.
and
It
the
wasn't.
Seahawks aren't finished yet.
So
This was
clearly
good, Russell. This is the
Janikowski's
Russell
injuries
Wilson
had
that
an
the Eagles
impact
wanted.
Here in the second half.
The 24th,
Fourth down
I
and
believe they
4.
scored a touchdown here.
Pass
Yeah.
is caught by McKissick for the touchdown.
Jones was
And
not
there is
good.
hope for the Seahawks.
He went on to Miami for a big contract.
Handoff to Carson. 2-point
Dallas's defense was not good. So again, you know, that was all Dak Prescott in that game and a running game. Team game. It's amazing. You get your first playoff win when you could run the ball, right? Exactly. Let me see. Do I have the stats? Let's see. Do I have the stats? I don't have the stats. Let me see the stats here. Dallas versus Seattle. That was... When was that? Just curious. I want to see the stats here on this game. Yeah, since everybody likes to say, all right, let's see here. Full box score. Dak Prescott, like I told you, 22 of 33 for 226. 1 touchdown, one INT. Oh, lo and behold, Ezekiel Elliott, 26 rushes, 137 yards, 5.3 average. Dak ran 6 times for 29 yards for a touchdown. Zeke had a touchdown. And Russell Wilson was 18 of 27 for 233 with 1 touchdown, no INT, with a 106 rating. Dak had an 83.6 rating. Rashad Penny. All right, Dallas did stop their run, but their pass, Lockett at 120. This was before DK. Amari had 106. But you'll look at that game as the Zeke Elliott was running, and then in order to win the game, we won 24-22. Okay? So it wasn't as though with Dak, thank God Dak did what he did on that drive, or probably would have lost the damn game because our defense was not great. So moving right along. So now Dak's 1-1, right? In his first 2 playoff games. That goes to the Los Angeles Rams. If you guys remember this playoff game, Dallas lost to the Rams. Dallas lost to the Rams. Dallas lost to the Rams. Where's Dallas Rams? Dallas Rams. Oh, that was the next week, obviously. They beat Seattle. Then they had to go on the road to the Rams. Remember, their defense was horrendous. They ended up losing 30-22. The game wasn't as close as the score would indicate. Let's just look at some of the highlights versus the Rams. Dallas could not stop the run, but I want to pull up the stats on Dallas versus Rams. Dallas versus Rams. 2019 playoff stats. Okay. 30-22. All right. Now we're going to let this play. We could watch the last minute or so and then go from there.
Just got it away. Prescott in trouble.
Rams are blowing them out, 30-15.
There was contact.
I didn't even know that was a penalty, to be honest with you. When they showed the replay, I don't think that was a penalty.
He was covering Cooper, and that's where they threw the flag.
I guess it was, but I wouldn't call that if I was an official. Dak gets, they get the ball down.
Prescott keeps and
this is where Dak is good, okay? That injury screwed him up for a while. But they could not stop Jared freaking Goff here.
And get it!
30-22. And they couldn't stop the running back. 45.
Career.
We'll get to the stats after the game.
The clock again.
Anderson, there he is. He's a missing link now. You can't find this guy. But they dominated the line of scrimmage. They dominated the line of scrimmage, people. They got dominated on the line of scrimmage. Absolutely. And I'll tell you how much. First downs, the Rams, 30. Dallas, 19. Passing first downs were even. That was the game. Dallas could not stop the run. Rushing first downs, Rams, 17. Dallas, 6. First down through penalties, they each had 2. Third down efficiency, Dallas, 1 for 10. Rams, 5 for 11. Fourth down, Dallas was 3 for 4. Rams were 2 for 2. Couldn't stop them. Total plays, the Rams ran 19 more plays, 76-55. Total yards, 460-308. That's a big difference. Total drives, 9-8. Yards per play, Rams slightly ahead. Passing, Rams only threw for 186 yards. Dak threw for 258. Dak was 20 for 32 for 258. 0 interceptions. Okay? So, again, Dak Prescott, 1 touchdown. 20 for 32 for 266 and 1 touchdown. Jared Goff, 15 for 28 for 186. Dak lost that game? Again, this is part of the loss. Everybody wants to talk their shit, but Dak's the reason why they lost that game? Or is it C.J. Anderson at 23 rushes for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns? You know what Zeke had that game? 20 rushes for 47 yards and a touchdown. Our leading receiver was Gallup at 119. They only had Robert Woods at 69. Rushing. This is a stat here. Total rushing. The Rams, 273 yards. Dallas Cowboys, 50 yards, 5-0. Again, that loss is on Dak's record. That's Dak that's Dak Prescott's fault. I think not. Come on. I think not. I'll let you know when it's Dak's fault. Just going back to the Green Bay game. I never did give you the stats. Green Bay, the first one where Jared Cook caught the ball on the sideline. Dak was 24 for 38, 302 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an INT. Aaron Rodgers, 28 for 43, 355, 2 touchdowns, and an INT. Ezekiel Elliott, 22 carries, 125 yards. They ran the ball. Dez had 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jared Cook, that play killed him. Absolutely killed him. They got beat by Aaron Rodgers and Jared Cook that game. That's what it comes down to. Shit happens. Moving along. Okay, so now we're getting into where this one hurt. This is where they couldn't get the ball spotted. It was ugly. I believe this is the game. Yeah. 116-22. We lost. We're home again. Dak was 23 for 43, 254, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, sacked 5 times, running for his life. But let's watch it through the eyes of a Jet fan.
This is a bad play.
I'm going to fast forward a little. Remember, we had to resort to shit like that. When you got to do this, it ain't good.
I was about to say, you have to fake this.
We're losing 23-7 at home. Okay, we're losing 23-7.
Than Dak Prescott.
I was about to say.
Put that guy in as
You
quarterback.
have to fake this if you're going to go line up with.
Now they're talking shit on Dak.
What's he doing?
They don't know what they're doing.
What are they doing?
This is... Yeah. Anyway, let's fast forward a little bit.
You got 15, 14, 13. Get in fucking line.
23-7. Okay, we're still losing.
Ref's in the way.
Now they're going to blow the whistle before
There's just
the ref was in the fucking way.
a lot of sloppy play. Sloppy on everybody. Not getting the call in
The ref
on the
was in the
quarterback.
way.
This is where Dak did not have his best game. But it seemed like the whole organization
Dude, the fucking ref is in
was
the
a little
way.
shoddy. Let's fast forward again.
'Cause the ref was in the
Still
fucking
down
way.
23-7.
Bless you.
Still down 23-7. They got to Dak a lot. Nobody's open there, people. He's throwing off his back foot. I mean,
Was not even looking.
they were all over Dak this game.
Tom, you run the refs over. Just run them over. Hey, he threw it. What were
Still
the rules?
23-7.
You can replay that.
Blow the whistle, dude. Fucking stop.
Obviously, they're rooting against Dallas. I love it.
Dude, what was that? Again.
Oh, they're going to look at this.
This happened twice.
Dude, what was that?
Watch. Let me go back.
Dude, fucking stop. If they score a touchdown, oh no, what are you doing?
Yeah, this was the draw play.
8,
Get up, spike it.
6,
Dude, the game's over. What are you doing?
5, 4.
What is the ref doing?
Yeah, actually, the ball got loose.
Dude, what was that?
That was kind of ridiculous. But, okay. To me, I don't even know if this is the game that's the bad
This
game for
happened
Dak.
twice.
The umpire has to touch the ball. Of course, that's ridiculous for a game to end like that, Jim.
The
They
fucking
are-
ref again.
They obviously had money on the game.
End of the game.
The game was over. Okay, that was the Randy Gregory lined up off sides multiple times, jumping off sides. Randy Gregory had to go after that one. He went to Denver and led them to the shitter, basically. So that was a sloppy game. Defense, Dallas's offensive line did not have a good game. Dak did not play bad. This was not the Dak game. That last, I thought he was down. That was a sketchy decision. They needed a touchdown, people. I think even if he would have got that, you're talking about a heave into the end zone. They lost to the better team, okay? The 49ers are just a better coach team than the Dallas Cowboys. They match up well against Dallas. So they lost that one. Moving along. The next year, okay, where we get no credit for this. The next year, Dak Prescott, literally a year to the day. The loss against the Niners was 116-22, 116-23, NFC wildcard game on the road, which sometimes I believe Dallas does better on the road, in Tampa Bay. So, let's just see. Let's just watch a little Dallas versus Tampa Bay. This was a unbelievable game by Dak.
Prescott is sacked by
That
Vita
not
Vea.
being one of them. That not being one of them. 0-0, right?
They're down in 5. Brady has to pull it down, and now the pass in the air, and it falls to the
Dallas's
grass.
defense came to play. That was the Israel Mukwamu. Didn't play all year, and he brought him in to play in this game. Why he don't play more, I don't know.
Better pass protection. Here's one of the sideline. It's
A little
high,
high,
but caught, and a nice grab by Gallup. If he puts his foot in the ground, he can turn it loose, and he's still a little jittery in the pocket. Here's Pollard again.
Wow, look at the
Nice
running game.
hesitation.
Look at the running
And
game.
Tony Pollard spins out of bounds near the
That could have been a
22.
flag for horse
Got
collar. He
18
let it
yards.
go.
2nd and 10. Prescott protected. End zone caught.
Dak was
Touchdown.
lights out this
Dalton
game,
Schultz.
all right? Against, he was lights out. He was carving up that defense. Same defense Eagles had a problem with last year and they got blown out. I understand it wasn't Brady.
Extra point
Remember
is pushed.
Yeah, remember
wide
this
right.
is the game that the kicker couldn't make a friggin' extra point.
Receivers that we talked about coming into this game so healthy. Good protection here. 3rd down and 7.
Long
Time
protection.
runs
We
out.
got no
Pass is
pressure.
Caught by White. What an effort to his left. A lot of room.
Dak, there goes Dak.
First down.
Bam. There you go, 12-0.
Knocked
We're
down
rolling.
by Murphy bunting, but not before Dak
On the road
Prescott picked
playoff
up
game.
10.
I want to hear people shit on anybody playing them on the road. Remember that. It's a playoff game,
Stumped
people.
up front. Cowboys pick it up, and this one is caught.
Look at that.
Good, strong catch by C.D. Lamb.
Look at that pass.
And that's what we
that was
did
a
not
dart.
see enough of last week. Here's a pass caught near the 20 by
Again,
Gallup, and he
sometimes
fights his
I
way
think people
inside
want to get rid of
for
Dak
another first
because
down, a 12-yard
their teams can't
completion
beat
to
Dak.
Michael Gallup. Gone through
My
the second
opinion.
quarter.
I mean-
Down and 4.
Rolls out to his
Prescott.
opposite side. Look at this pass
End zone
across his
touchdown,
body.
Dallas.
That was a
Schultz's
horrible
second
throw,
of the
right?
night.
Yeah. Dak was on fire this game. Road playoff game. All right.
Great job.
Here we
Great
go with
drive,
another
Dallas.
extra point that he can't
And now
make.
Maher.
Yeah. Money
misses
Maher.
again.
Get the F out of here. All right, let's fast forward a little
Brady
bit. We're up 24 to
throws
nothing.
over the middle, incomplete
Brady
for
was
Evans.
seeing footsteps
And he
because the
and Evans
Dallas defense
good
came to play.
contested catch. Julio Jones with a big play on first down. Times, and Godwin is on the receiving end with a first down, number 50 on the night. And
Yeah,
it's a
Brady threw the ball
completion to
60 times.
Brady, quick throw, pass caught by Jones, and a conversion on 4th down. When they do. The discussion
31-14, that was
how
the-
would he perform on a national level? Here's one. Did he come out to
All right.
shake hands and find Dak Prescott?
All right, listen. Again, road playoff game. Just stop it with the Dak stinks. That was the second play. He won a game at home against Seattle, and he was literally unbelievable in that game. Here, let me show you some of the the stats on that game. I don't know if I have the stats. I don't have the stats on me. Let me see here. Cowboys versus Tampa. Let's just look. 31-14 final. Let's look at the box score on that one, since everybody wants to shit on Dak. Brady, 35 for 66 for 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an INT. Dak, 25 for 33 on the road in a playoff game against Tampa. I don't care that they had a losing record. They made the playoffs. They won their damn division. 25 of 33. 305 yards and 4 touchdown passes. I believe you ran in more. Tony Pollard, 15 for 77. Okay, it wasn't great. They threw the ball. White had 7 for 41 receiving. Dalton Schultz was our leading receiver, 7 for 95 and 2 touchdowns. Godwin had 10 for 85. Let's look. Tom Brady had a 72 QB rating. Dak Prescott had a 144 road playoff game QB rating. Dak Prescott had a rushing touchdowns. Dak had a total of 5 touchdowns, no turnovers. 7 rushes for 24 yards. Tony Pollard was our leading rusher, 15 for 77. Zeke was 13 for 27. Dalton had 95 yards passing. CD 68. Michael Gallup 46. Jake Ferguson 1 for 34. You get the idea. Let's see here. Let's see about the... Where's the time of possession? Team stats. All right, Dallas had 2 more first downs than Tampa. Passing, Tampa had 4 more. They were behind. Remember that. I kind of like Dak's stats last year from the blowout Green Bay loss. Rushing first downs, Dallas had 8. Tampa had 4. Very few penalties. Third down efficiency, Dallas 7 for 13. Tampa 10 for 18. Fourth down, 2 for 2 for Dallas, 1 for 3 for Tampa. Total plays, Tampa had 80 to 69. Dallas out-yarded them 425 to 386. But again, that was kind of they were coming back. They were down 24-0. Anything major? Dallas was 4 for 4 in the red zone. Dak Prescott on the road playoff game. So, time of possession, Dallas 34-34 to 25-26. Basically, what I'm getting at is Dak Prescott had a hell of a game, deserves his credit for the win. I don't think at any point of these games so far, Dak's been the problem, win or lose. Obviously, you win. I think, he was a big reason why they won. But let's move along. Let's just keep it real because we're getting to the game where I'll be honest, and I think Dak played lousy, and it was in San Fran. I believe it's the next week. Yes, we played in Tampa Bay. Dak on the road had an unbelievable playoff game. We could all admit that. You could say whatever competition, it's the playoffs. Following week, 122-23, Dallas at San Fran. Dallas at San Fran. We lost 23 to, what was it, 23-17? Oh, no. 19-12. 19-12. Not good. But let's see if I have that footage. 19-12. That was the one where Zeke was trying to pass protect as a center. Let's watch a little bit of it here. Probably get copyrighted, but whatever.
It's pretty fascinating.
Looking to throw it his way. Pressure, and Purdy is drilled.
Dallas's defense showed up. This goes out to Walker Wade.
It's only a 3-man rush. Purdy, quick throw over the middle. Catch is made, but it's...
This goes out to Walker Wade. I would admit, Dak did not have one of his better games. He seemed like he was a little late. He didn't have, once Zeke went down, they had no shot of winning. Or Pollard, I mean. Once Pollard went down.
Prescott in trouble, throws incomplete.
That was, now there was nobody open, but again, that's on the quarterback, right?
Is good.
He wants him to play patient, but not conservative.
Prescott pumps, gets it to CD Lamb,
okay.
Who tiptoes his way.
It's a tough day.
Jumbo formation. They run it to Pollard, who has
there
a
you
little
go.
seam, and Pollard spinning his way up across the 40. Good. Prescott on a fake, has time, slings it over the middle, has a first down to Brown.
There you go.
Another catch.
That's what they have here.
Yeah, he did not get it, obviously. It's a third.
I mean,
and
you
a
know.
short yard. Oh, trouble on the exchange, and Elliott lunging forward.
3rd and 7.
Prescott over the middle, catch
I don't,
made
you know,
by Lamb.
again,
Probably adding to
Dallas
this
is
pass rush.
leading,
3rd
right?
and 2. Purdy to throw, fires near side, it's caught. Juwan Jennings. has his
Deron
first
Bland, you got to
touchdown.
play a
There's
little
penalty
tighter
at the
than
end
that.
of
You got to
the
be
two.
in the hip pocket like Kellen
2nd
Carson.
and 19 here as Purdy.
The human
Has time
seatbelt,
this
the
time,
walking
fires over the
seatbelt.
middle at Samuel. Inside and
Debo,
down to
wide
the
open,
30.
wide open.
Empty set. Purdy
Oh,
steps away from pressure, floats one in.
Purdy don't like
Incomplete.
pressure, does he?
Look at the wind move
All
that
right,
thing, but it's
6 to
perfect.
6,
Played
moving along.
Tucks it and runs and is taken down a little
Losing
short.
9 to 6 in the 3rd quarter. So far, Dak's not
Quick
killing
throw.
you.
Lamb first down, turns on the speed. Elliott one.
That was a horrible
catch.
pass.
No, incomplete.
Horrible pass. That
He had a
one was
shot to
bad
just
right
put him on
there.
it.
I think
Put
we,
it on him for the first down.
like we
Gets
could all
it away.
admit.
Short liner of a kick. McLeod catches it over his head. Oh,
Ooh.
he lost the ball. It is loose.
We
It looked like
forget.
Dallas recovered.
We forget
Yeah, you
about
see.
this. This is big.
Kind of gets knocked out there. Kelvin Joseph, number
Our
1.
team
and then
came to play.
was
We
kind of a
played
bad
good on the
scramble for
road in the
ball.
playoffs. Except offensively, we
Marquise
couldn't
Bell,
get
number
out of our own
41.
way.
Came up with it. Wow, what a turn of events there.
And so the first turnover for the 49ers comes
So
on
look,
special
yeah,
teams.
but what
John
happens?
Fossil fired up.
What happens?
Quick throw. Lamb again gets a block, turns the speed down to the 10.
First
and a
down,
first
okay.
down.
3rd and goal.
Prescott throws over the middle.
Now-
Incomplete. That was up there.
All right.
for
How the hell was Dak's? That was not Dak's fault. It went off of his hands. Okay? What are you going to say? He threw it too hard? Is that where you're going to make the excuse for? That's ridiculous. That wasn't Dak's fault.
Ever.
Brett stinking Maher
And
made it.
Maher's got it.
9 to 9,
And
but
boy, does that
that
have
was
to-
on
CeeDee Lamb says it doesn't matter.
9 to 9. Dallas driving again.
Blitz coming. Prescott over the middle for Lamb. Incomplete.
it-
Warner had terrific
now,
coverage.
Fred
That's a
Warner was
linebacker.
all over
Oh,
CD.
he's
Hell
gonna
of a
take one
coverage.
play.
He's the best linebacker in the league.
A lot of room now. Odin up over the middle.
Oh.
What a catch by Kittle.
Diggs,
Are you kidding?
Diggs. Wow, that was
George
huge.
Kittle. Give Juszczyk right up the gut. Backward.
So obviously they got the touchdown. Turpin comes back. Of course, he can't finish. Hell of a return, but he cannot finish.
Well, the MVP of the USFL
I'm over
made a Pro
Cavante
Bowl and
Turpin.
almost
Sorry,
changed
bro.
this game.
You gotta finish that.
First down. Quick throw to Lamb. Gets a couple of blocks. Spins his way and gets smoked by Fred Warner.
Fred Warner was a beast.
They trusted to Elliott, who's got the first and then just slides down.
For these couple weeks, like in his mind, he is the future of this organization.
30 back to throw. Rifles one.
I mean-
catch in traffic. Again, 7.49 lead.
Okay, 19 to 12. The game is ready for us to win, right?
Prescott in trouble. He is sacked.
Not his fault. 4th down.
Oh, they go empty.
Looking for a seam. Elijah Mitchell. Prescott far side, caught by Schultz, who's going to get about 9 yards.
Before this clock goes down any less,
19
they've got to try to get a chunk play.
19 to 12.
3rd and 1. That's not a chunk play, but it is a first down.
Dalton
They'll stop the
Schultz.
clock with 27
This is where
seconds. No,
Dalton
they're gonna wind
Schultz.
the clock.
Yeah, that was on Dalton Schultz. He didn't run out of bounds like a jackass. Cost him. It cost him
Two-man
precious
rush.
time.
Prescott throws far side. Schultz.
It cost him
out of bounds
precious
with 5
time.
seconds left.
His momentum
What you're
didn't
talking
go out of
about here.
bounds.
Let's see again.
He
catch.
stopped
Yeah,
himself.
this is where, all right, so the ball's in his hands.
Instead of going out of
That right
bounds, he
toe
decided to cut it up.
Looks like it's off the ground.
Let's bring in Mike Pereira. Mike, is that enough, like when he first catches it to be a catch?
That's the play after, my bad.
I think you have to look at total control. When does he get total control? You're looking at that back foot.
Yeah,
that
well,
right
who
foot.
cares?
Is it up, off?
Final play.
There we go. Look at Zeke get run over playing fucking center. So, all right. Enough. Like, enough's enough on that disgusting play. Probably get copyrighted for it. I just wanted to point out that, again, Dak Prescott didn't have his best game, but in that particular game, I would say that was his worst of the bunch. The defense played phenomenal, gave up 19 points on the road. And, you know what I mean? That it's okay. You want to blame that one on Dak, fine, but that's how close of a margin it is. Now, this past playoff game, I'm not going to show you. The video. We just friggin' saw the game, right? But Dak Prescott, Green Bay Packers, he went 41 of 60. Remember, Dallas was down. 3 touchdowns, 2 INTs, 4 sacks. Stats on the game, they lost 48-32 at home. They were getting smoked. First downs, this is totally misleading. 37-22 in favor of Dallas. Passing 25-11. Yeah, because Green Bay was running, doing everything they wanted to do. There's really no stats I could look at. Total yards, Dallas 510, Green Bay 415. Dallas had the 2 turnovers. The pick 6, obviously. Dak Prescott 41 of 60, 403, 3 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Love had 16 of 21, 272, 3 TDs. Aaron Jones, 21 carries, 118 yards. Tony Pollard, 15 for 56. CD had 9 for 110. Romeo Dubes had 6 for 151. So, again, we all want to forget the Green Bay game. It was rough. I just wanted to, and I'll probably get, like I said, copyrighted, but we'll see. I just wanted to go over each and every one of Dak Prescott's playoff games and just show you when people, especially those trolls who want to look and say, oh, well, he can't get the job done. Well, again, I think the coaches are the most to blame, and the team itself, the front office, by not having enough, depth. Like last year, once Pollard went down, they were against the Niners in that last game, 19-12, they were in trouble. Niners were all over Dak Prescott. The offensive line wasn't great that game. They couldn't run the ball. It's just amazing how when they could run the ball, as you saw in the other 2 playoff games, running the ball. Dak Prescott is not a guy who can win on his own. Not many quarterbacks can. Josh Allen is an unbelievable quarterback. Josh Allen. And he's won a lot of divisions in a bad division with the Jets, and the Miami now is finally turning it around. And New England, post a Tom Brady. Josh Allen's been winning the division. So everybody goes, oh, Josh Allen, all he does is win the division. Yeah, okay, you were in a shitty division. Brady was gone. Miami wasn't what they are the last couple of years. So Josh Allen's been kicking butt. But when he gets into a playoff, you're playing the harder teams. He's got a turnover issue, like ridiculous turnovers. And now we'll see what Josh Allen does this year without Diggs, without a Gabe, without Singletary. We'll see what they do. They've had to get rid of some guys on the defense. Jordan Poyer gone. So we'll see what Josh Allen does. But again, Dak stinks. So again, I'm not here to tell you I ultimately would rather have Dak here than not here. I'm just going to lay it out there. I do. But again, I'm a Cowboy fan. If they decide that he's not who they want, then hopefully we're not in quarterback purgatory. Let me know what you think in the comments. Video is long, but I'm going to try and do a live stream today and work on some of my issues with the Zoom. I did some updates, so I'll reach out to a couple people, maybe if people want to join in later, so look out for that. But Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman, His Audi 5000. Late.